Go ahead. All right. Well, since it's you and me, Vic, so do you want to take roll?
Okay. Dan Dixon is excused. John Barbera.
Yep.
David Rivera.
Here.
Chuck Hart is excused. John DeMiglio.
Here.
And that is, well, and Vic Christensen here.
Yeah. Okay. So next month we'll get Cynthia going on here.
So you should make a statement about the webinar ID problem, Mr. Chair.
Yes. Well, like I said, on the agenda, I was in the hospital from the 21st to the 28th. So I didn't see Vic's email because by that time, by the time I'm home and everything and trying to recuperate the first week to get some strength back, I didn't look at much. And so then after that I did, but it disappeared and I didn't continue looking on until today when I tried to get on and I saw that, how come I don't have a login saved on my calendar? So I went back and started scrolling through Vic's emails. Bingo, found it. Somebody was on the 22nd or 3rd. He had sent it. So I just downloaded it today. But I never got to change the agenda because, like I said, I didn't think much of it. I thought it was still the old, the old number. So my bad. You guys can dock me $50 if you want or something.
Oh, Christmas bonus.
So because of that, no stakeholders know what the correct link is, so we can't do any formal action during this meeting.
Yeah. Nobody's watching it but us, period.
Yeah, so it's only us. And
that's because nobody can get in.
Yeah.
Correct.
It's kind of like what we did with the youth and outreach yesterday. We just got to talk amongst us, So we started the meeting. Today is August 23rd, 2022 on the Issues Committee meeting. So let me do this. Can everyone see that? Clear?
Yep.
Okay. Already did our welcomes. Is any public comments or non-agenda items? Anybody? Cynthia?
I have one. David Rivera had some excitement by his house today.
Anything good?
Police cars.
That was a party house on that the police got a call on Statler.
Was this the one where we saw where the cops are telling everybody freeze, get out, or come out, whatever? Yeah, we saw helicopters pass by here too. So
yeah, the people in there, the neighbors say that house is a big nuisance, and they've been complaining for over a year, but nothing's happened. And today's incident was they were fighting over some drugs, who had whose and whatever, and
oh wow,
it got out of hand. The neighbors called the police, and that's what started it all. So it's a party house, and I'm sorry for the people that have to put up with that in that area there. So
yeah,
well, that was it. They cleaned the house out, but they just arrested one person and they put everybody back in the house.
So the one person lost out on his drugs.
Oh well. Anybody else? Any comments on anything?
Yeah. Can I make a comment? This is John DeMeglio.
Yeah, go ahead, John.
Did anybody see the problem that was in the park this week, Friday? Ambulances were there.
Yeah. Did you see what happened?
Yeah, I know what happened.
Yeah, there was an 85-year-old lady, I guess, found naked in the bathroom.
Yeah, supposedly she was running around.
Was she just washing off? Was she homeless?
I took pictures of the bathroom. She was there for a while. There was stuff all over the walls. It was a mess. It was a total mess. And she just freaked out on drugs.
Oh.
Wow. And she's really 85 years old from what they said?
I don't know 85. I don't know 85, but
they said she was elderly, an elderly lady.
I happen to know. I was taking pictures and a guy came out and confronted me, and I knew him real well, and it was his cousin, and so I got all the details from him.
Yeah.
The sad part of it is the park guy called and couldn't get a response from park rangers.
Of course.
And then he luckily flagged down a police car as it was passing. And then that's when they got the ball rolling, as far as she was freaking out in the park, no clothes on. And she homesteaded that one toilet. And even the park guy was just surprised he couldn't get anybody that quick.
Yeah.
So that really, it's a problem. That park rangers and stuff they need to respond or
well, hopefully.
Sometimes they're so far away, it'd take them 2 hours to get here too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but one of the biggest problems is they don't have enough.
Right.
Yeah, right.
They don't have enough people for all the parks we got all along here in Long Beach. There's not enough of them.
Right.
And they're up
That's
north,
the whole problem. They even said it when they had that Peck Park meeting for the shooting, that, well, we only got these many people for this and that. I mean, well, how are you going to contain all this stuff? But hopefully with the ad hoc, we can get something done.
The sad part of it is there was kids in the park when that happened.
Was it during the day or afternoon?
Yeah, it was right about 11 o'clock a.m.
Wow.
And well, that's when everybody showed up. The police department, the fire department, the paramedics, they took her away. And I can still hear her yelling and screaming, and she was just completely out of it. Drugs. It's all drug. It was all drug related.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Anyways. And then there's another guy in the park. I was in the park, and this guy was flipped out. And he goes, "Hey, can you help me?" And I go, "Do you know that other person that was in the bathroom?" And he goes, "No." And I go, "What's up? What's up?" And he goes, "I'm homeless. I got just thrown out of my house." He's living in that park. And he was just spaced out. And kids are in the park, and this guy's out there. He's not an old guy. He was in his maybe 40s and on drugs. And he started telling me about these powers and stuff. And I go, man, it's just getting crazy out there.
Yeah, it is getting pretty bad, I don't know. They got to come up with something here.
Yeah.
City of LA's got to really buckle down on this.
Are you gonna say anything about the skate park today?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am. So no more public comments. Everybody's good. All right. So on the skate park, we were there. There was myself, Dan, Ray, Craig Goldfarb, Angela, and Chris and Melanie. And Melanie and Chris kind of walked around and did pictures and took, how Chris, he's going to try to put it all over, social media and our website and stuff. And it went really well. There was a lot of people there, probably somewhere, I'd say between 250 and 350 people. It really was a great turnout. They got up there and they started Andy Harris and April Jones and Robbie Lee, the three founders. Andy Harris was the one who built it the first time back in 2002 or 3. And then he now went back and redid it, fixed everything up. As you can see, there's some beautiful murals that they put on the side of the railroad tracks, a nice long one, and on the front wall there. So they all did their speeches, thanking everybody. Joe Buscaino go up and started talking about everything, and he mentioned us. He said he wanted to thank the Northwest Community Neighborhood Council for what they've done, and in helping in this matter and all of that. So that was cool. But for the overall, it was really nice. I mean, kids were skating, had just a lot of people. They had vans came in and gave to 25 kids, kids that couldn't afford skates or anything, gave them brand new skates, helmets, knee pads, gave them the works to start so they can, and the skateboard. I mean, not the skates, but skateboard. So Vans put all that up and, gave those to the 20. They had already 25 kids that they had, from low income families and stuff that just couldn't afford that. And that was pretty cool. I know Tony Hawk did some stuff for them and had given them money to keep it going. So it was a great turnout. It was really nice. It was making T-shirts and doing this and that. And everybody, some of the people we talked to, they loved it, I didn't get to stay there the whole time because, I stayed for about an hour, and that was about all I could, standing and sitting, it was just too much. So I'm not up to speed yet. I've got a ways to go, but it's good. So it was a real nice deal. Everybody was really happy on it. So were you there, John? Did you go or?
No, I've been on vacation.
Yeah.
But I just been monitoring it a little bit, and there's a lot of late night activity there.
Yeah, that's one of the things that we're going to talk to Andy. We're going to find out. And I want to get a list. What's the hours?
Yeah.
When's it open? When's it close? And, I've heard that there've been some kids there like 9, 10 o'clock at night. But it doesn't have lights really, and it's dark, but, it's just not safe,
From what I see, because I'm out all different times. I take my lunch break all different times. I've seen them as 11 and 12 o'clock at night.
Wow.
And they're not young kids. It's kids with trucks. I mean, and they're parked, they're back their trucks up into it, and they're hanging out.
Yeah, that Russo, there was a guy by the name of Russo.
Uh-huh.
And he's been there for years when it first opened. He's in his 30s, maybe mid 30s and stuff. He says, he was telling us that they like skating at night when the kids are gone. The old professionals, that have been doing it for years and years.
Okay. Maybe that's
so
what I thought.
Maybe it's probably maybe some like 25 to 35, who knows? But we still need to have there should still be what time in the morning and then at what time it closes. There has to be.
And there's there's no way you can keep anybody out of there, basically.
Well, no, I think I think doesn't the fence have it up where they can lock it?
That's just for cars, not for walking.
Well, yeah. I thought there's a chain link that goes there. Unless they took it down. That's why I want to talk to Andy.
You can get to it from the sidewalk. If you walk off of Western, you walk into it.
Yeah, but I'm saying to go into the
parking lot's open.
Yeah, the parking lot's always open.
And I didn't see any link chain between the K-rail. There's K-rail there to block it all off.
Yeah.
But the trucks are parking up against that K-rail, popping their back.
Okay, see, because when they were repairing it,
they're still skating inside that K-rail, and I don't know exactly if they're inside the pit there or not.
Yeah, the pit where the swimming pool part. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to see. Maybe I'll go by there and see if there is one. If there isn't, then we need to get with Andy and say, hey, look, you can't keep this open 24/7. This is, something's bound to happen. Even homeless could start going up in there.
Yeah, right now it's pretty cool, but it might get out of hand. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, was it closed before?
No, never.
Never was. It was always where they can get.
Anybody can get to it, and there's light. There's one heavy light in the parking lot, and it's light enough to where I think they could skate. They could see.
Okay, well, that's the answers. We'll take. I'll ask Andy because I want to. There's some other stuff we need to. I want to ask them.
Mm-hmm.
But so overall, in all, it was a good thing, and it lasted like they said it did, from what I hear, and the kids stayed and enjoyed it. Let's go on to number 5. For the cannabis, we're still waiting. I'm still waiting on a couple of, both Dan and I are waiting on the calls from the police officer to find out if there was any problems. But so, the cannabis place that's, I guess, Stone Age, apparently it's not a walk-in like that Evolve on Western. It's not a regular, they're more of a warehouse and they distribute. So they're not going to have a walk-in. This is the understanding we're under. So we're going to find out more about that, but it's not an actual walk-in, cannabis shop. It's more of a warehouse so that they can distribute. And so we'll know more. Hopefully this week they can let us know more about that.
Yeah, I see they're building their porch up, and it looks like they're making it pretty accessible to the public.
Yeah, so I know I saw some guys doing concrete cutting or work over there.
Yeah.
I saw that. So yeah, I'll get with the officers and find out, Ike, what's going on. He was checking that up for us.
All right.
So number 5, the lights I talked to, we've been battling this since since when I started. We went to the Weymouth Corners, for Christmas, and Candy Cane Lane, that those lights were hanging, and then they started shutting off little by little every month or a couple of weeks. So now they're really hanging down, and I've gotten to Ryan and we've emailed him, Diana from the bakery, Pollyann Bakery, and we got to emailing him, and I got to talking and telling him, and he said they got the funding. This was last month and a half. They got the funding, and they were getting a company to come out. They had to order some new lights and bring in some stuff. Well, now the strands are hanging like a strand. They've kind of slid down, and it's like if a truck hit a regular U-Haul 16-foot box, they're going to hit it or catch on to it. They're going to rip it. And it's dangerous now. And I sent Ryan some photos of it, and he goes, okay. So he said, I have to call them up again and find out what they're doing. I sent him an email, but he was last week, but never answered me because he was out of town also. So I cornered him at the skate park and told him, and I said, what are we doing, bud? These lights are dangerous. Something's going to happen, and I don't want them to rip down the regular power line and it lands on a car or something. It's just dangerous. It is really dangerous. Now they're all looping. They're all got small drops, big drops on them. So his answer was, yeah, they've got parts ordered. I'm waiting for them. So he goes, I want to get a construction guy in there, and I want to have them go in and maybe just raise those lights up and wire tie them so they're not hanging. And I'm going like, well, you're going to pay that guy to do that. We're doing and then to put them to come out and replace them. I said, why don't we just get them to come out and see what's wrong, fix them? Why do we got two different companies, one to wire tie them up, and are you going to, that's my impression, you're going to wire tie them? That means they're not going to come for another 2-3 months. And here it is going to be Candy Cane Lane again, and nothing's done. A year's gone by.
Well, it's going to be rain, and then they're going to fall with the rain.
Wouldn't worry about rain, Cynthia.
Yeah.
From what they're saying, La Nina's staying all the way through December.
Oh.
That's what they were saying on the Weather Channel. It's going to hang in. We need the rain so bad. Yeah. But you're right. If it starts raining and stuff, well, they're not working. So either they're disconnected, they're pulled out of the sockets. I don't know. But like I said, the dangerous part is they're still wire tied to the power cable that goes to the light pole. If the truck hooks up to that and rips it, and they're going to rip that, that power cable out maybe, because it's not that big. It's only maybe a ½ inch round.
Can't that hurt somebody because it's a live wire?
If it's a live wire, it could kill them. Because I think those lights are 440, aren't they? The street lights, they're not like 220 or anything. I think they're on 440 or 480. They're the full load. So if they, if the thing comes down and, like I was saying, lands on a car and that thing is hot, you know, anything can happen. And you just don't want to see that, you know.
If you stay in the car, you have your tires, that might mitigate it, but walking, people, if they're walking, that'll be bad.
No, right. But if the metal, if it lands on the body of the car, and if the car, you know, it's still a metal hood or trunk or roof, you know, anything can happen, you know. So it's just still, somebody doesn't watch and they're walking by and they touch the hood of the car to get, you know, but they don't see the cables. You know.
Who would look up, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that's just it. People are in a hurry to go and they'll just grab the handle and ouch, you know. So no matter how you look at it, it's a dangerous situation, especially lights hanging like that. It's still too dangerous. So he's got to get it done. It's not, you know. So that's what we're waiting on. That, you know, that's just, you know, I'm going to go to Jacob next. If I don't see anything in the next week, we're going to, you know, which is Ryan's boss, you know, we'll go to Jacob and see what he says. On the status of, we were hoping people from the stakeholders, but you know, the status of the fuel point, it's not until next year. What Dan said last time, they're not going to deal with it until next year, but Dan's going to talk to him and wants to get a little bit more information on, you know, what it's, you know, what they'll use it for, or what's going to happen, and if they got a set date when they're going to come back and talk about it, because all we know is going to be till next year in summer from what they said last time. So that's basically it. That's nothing more we can do.
Yeah.
You know, we're at you know, basically their mercy, whatever they tell us. So and that's basically it. Does anybody have anything on any of the topics?
Yeah. Is there a plan for that? Do they have a plan for that?
Yeah.
Anybody?
No, they told Dan, you know, Craig, is it Craig or Greg? You know, the guy
from Seal Beach.
Yeah, the guy, right? He said right now it's all on hold till next summer.
They don't even have any bids on it. Nothing. Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
nothing.
Yeah, there's no bids. There's no nothing. They've just shut down, and they said, well, for what he told Dan, he goes, we weren't going to do anything right now, and what we've decided is we moved it till July, August of next year. From what was a couple of meetings ago, I think he said that when we did it. So it's just at a standstill, and yeah, there's not. But Dan will talk to them again. He wants to call them this week or next week and find out, you know, if there's anything there. So
yeah, that's one place I wouldn't mind them taking all that stuff off and building a condo complex there.
Yeah, you know,
I don't think there'd be any complaints about that.
No, yeah. So, anything else, guys? Anything else you guys know of? You want to know of? Or we need to look into, or?
Hey, John.
Yeah.
I think that they had a hearing this morning on that Granetti's property. The city was going to take in some comments and stuff. I was going to tune in, but I got involved with something else. It was this morning at 9. I was wondering.
I didn't. You're talking about the one the agenda that Chris posted on the website and the. No, I didn't, and I don't know who did. If anybody, maybe Ray did, but I hadn't talked to him.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll get some info at the next meeting on.
Yeah. So. Maybe we'll know something at either the stakeholders meeting or you know, the next issues. Yeah, I don't know what you know, what was said or done. I know they sent out Melanie sent it out, I know, to some people, but I wasn't there either. I was my wife's home, you know, taking care and being here with me and her dad. So we went this morning to the Assistance League because I had new flooring in the gift shop put in last week. And this week, Monday, they put in new carpet in the auditorium.
Yeah, good.
So I went in there and, yeah, they, they were like, they're really happy that the gift shop looks really nice. And so does the carpeting. We changed it. I changed it to blue carpet, light blue carpet, and so much. And these things
are a great little organization.
Oh man, it's as you know, I'm a vice president of building administration, so I take care of the facility. They voted me for that last year, so and I'm back again this year till next year. So, but it's good. It's really nice. I'm trying to clean it up. I've saved them a lot of money so far on different things, and
good.
So it's really working, and it's coming back. There's an article out. They got that. We'll start up next in October. I think they got Bunko night again.
Oh.
So they'll have, and then July and August, it's their shutdown. We don't do any meetings, board meetings. So we'll start the board meeting back up in September. But it is good. There's a video out there that one of the ladies did, Sharon Cole, that Anthony Perozzi did, from Perozzi Live. So it's out there. If you go on social media, you'll see it. It's pretty cool, a little 5-7 minute video and explaining about, it's amazing how many people don't know that place exists.
Yeah, I know.
It's so fun to go shopping there though.
And people, yeah. But like you talk to people and I go, oh, I know the post office. I go there all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess then you're at the Assistance League. No, I don't see any place like that. And I go, next time you go, step back in this street, look up the whole building from where the parking lot is all the way to the post office. It says Assistance League, South Bay, San Pedro. So,
and you're thinking they're going to look up at the light bulbs, right?
Yeah, so it's amazing how many people, I didn't know there was and then when they do go, this is really neat. They love it, because a lot of people put stuff on consignment and this and that. And
Christmas is neat there.
Oh, the boutique is unbelievable. Matter of fact, they just came back, some of the women. They went to Vegas. There's a place out there that has a Christmas stuff wholesale. Mm-hmm. And they bought a bunch of new stuff out there. They'll actually spend, about 25, 30,000.
Wow.
And last year they did really good. They had a good year. So, it's they find the women, of course, a lot of them are 70s, 80s, and 90s, but a lot of them are in great shape. They still move around good and all, and they go and they just look for everything that you can. I mean, they had last year they had a couple of neat things. They had Santa Claus on a motorcycle on a Harley. They picked up. It was pretty cool, so it's nice. It's what they do for the community, for the low income families to help. Operation School Bell starts again now. Coming September. They got 3 weekends there because they go to Old Navy and do that. So it's kind of nice, I'm part of that too. I help them out for that. So.
Old Navy way up in Manhattan Beach?
No, right here. Del Amo.
Oh.
Off the Carson, where that little strip mall is outside, the outside. Yeah, it's on top. It's on the upstairs.
Okay.
So yeah, it's pretty good. They work. But yeah, they've done a lot. It was nice that we get it's more and more coming back, being shut down for 2 years, that was
affected everybody.
Yeah. So it it just I mean everything is but at least around where we're getting everything. At least they didn't make us put masks on again. It started dropping, so that was good. So
saying it means we will have to now.
But it's good. It's all good. Things are coming. I still don't like the prices of what's out there on a lot of stuff. I mean, that's an issue in itself.
They had a farmer on the internet. He was saying the increase in prices that are affecting us now are from last year's food that was picked. And he said this year it's higher, so next year it's going to be really high. What we pay for.
I'll give you a good example. Eggs. Eggs went from $4 and change, for whatever, to $8. I mean, we used to get 16 eggs at Sam's for $4.98.
A lot of the fruit is $1 a piece.
Yeah, when she went,
an apple here's $1.
10 days ago, it was $8.49 for 16 eggs. And in the supermarket, those 20 eggs, like at Numero Uno or places like that, Browse, 20 eggs was like $7, $7. It's amazing. It's amazing how just everything is just like, but,
At least we don't have to pay high prices for gasoline in our house for heating our homes.
Yeah, well, at least, and even fuel's gone down some. So that's kind of decent. Hey, John, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Is there, somebody was telling me, this friend of mine said they went fishing on the backside of Catalina.
Yeah.
And they said they saw a slew of ships over there. There's a bunch of container ships back on the backside of Catalina.
Is that what they're hiding? That's maybe where they're hiding. There's not too many left. I think there's about 30 ships out there still.
That's that pretty rough waters right there on the other side?
I think they're just hiding out there. They want them out of the way.
I mean, even if it's rough, Cynthia, the size of those ships and what they carry in weight, it's kind of hard to move them babies.
Oh, okay.
Unless it's a real, 10, 20 foot waves, then But he was saying that the ship went around, it was out of Seal Beach, and they went down there, and he goes, do you know there's container ships behind Catalina?
Yeah.
I said, I can't answer that. I don't know.
Maybe they're the ones that Huntington Beach made go up because they kicked them out of the Huntington Beach area. They said, you belong to Long Beach. Goodbye.
Yeah, they're they're trying to find a hiding place.
Yeah. I know out here I only see a half dozen maybe once in a while, you don't see that many, but he said, on the other side, he said, oh man, that could have been at least 20 ships, 25 ships, he was saying.
Overall though, just to update, the truckers have picked up, the rails have picked up, things are moving big time.
Yeah.
We aren't getting the imports from China like we used to. Those are down, aren't they? China hasn't opened their factories.
It's the same, but China also has a slowdown because of COVID back there too.
Yeah.
Close their factories in one whole area of manufacturing.
Yeah. But they don't. So they still. Are they bringing in 1 or 2 ships a day or?
No, the docks are still full, but every dock has a ship at it, but it's just they don't have the manpower and the room to put it. They're getting room now to stack them, and the manpower they're building up. They're training people all the time because they don't have enough crane operators and top end. The key players they don't have enough of.
Yeah,
and
you don't see.
I think what they're going to do is open this place up 24/7. They're going to put a third shift in as soon as they get up to par, and that'll really, because this is going to be the dumping area of the Orient. For some reason, they're not going through the canal, and China owns the canal, and I think they're overcharging them to go through the canal.
Oh wow!
So now they're dumping everything here in LA Long Beach. And they want to hook up the trains and train everything over, and that's taking off big time.
Yeah, we're one of the largest ports, right?
Yeah, we're in. Yeah.
There ain't nothing. Long Beach, they usually put us together.
San Francisco's tourist, they can't get anything in and out, so they don't have a big supply of cargo.
Yeah, I thought I read somewhere we're like the second largest port, or
we're sometimes the second or third.
Well, that's first, maybe between LA and Long Beach, nothing beats it.
Right.
Yeah. So with the ship, so they got. I noticed the other day when we went on the bridge, I don't see. Before I was seeing 8, 10, 11 stack high. you'd see like walls of containers. So now it's down like 6, 7.
Yeah, they're coming down. And there's actually all the extra space that they tried to put these containers. It's all started getting to normal now. So the cargo's moving. The truck drivers are on nonstop right now. They're hauling. They're hauling the cargo out. So
yeah, you saw them the other night. The other night, seeing them driving off.
Yeah.
Heading towards, they were going down Harry Bridges.
You go to the
I was out in that. We were just out. I was just showing those friends of ours. They were just looking at. They want to see how big this port is. So we went down John Gibson, down Harry Bridges, and you see the weight stations. Trucks were coming out of there. I mean, 5, 6, 7 trucks at a time per light. So
was he impressed?
Oh yeah, he didn't believe how big it was.
If you can go down over the bridge and go get off on Pico, and take a ride down that way, and it's also going towards the cruise ship terminal. It's amazing out there for the containers and the operation, the whole operation.
Yeah, no, it's phenomenal. I mean, he's from Dallas, and he was saying, I thought Texas was big over there. Our port.
Texas is big. Texas is pretty big.
Yeah, no, it is big. But he said compared to them, he says we're probably a little bit larger than they are. It just a lot going on, but
right.
We have more railroad to send it all out too.
Yeah, because the Orient is so close to us. I mean, to get to Texas, they still got to go through the canal.
And then they got to ship it all the way out of Texas, which is huge.
Yeah, that's why we got so many tracks.
Nobody has the rail system and the trucking system and the freeway system to get it out like we do.
Yep.
Yeah.
So when they start talking about Mexico, picking up, it'll never happen. Never happen.
Yeah. No, I mean, we got there's so many train tracks inside the fenced area. I mean, when you're going down Harry Bridges, I mean, there's rail after rail, and the truckers, boom, they just hop on the 710. That's the gateway to everything.
Yep.
And you just during, like, if you go in the morning hours, man, it's wall to wall trucks.
Yeah, they own that freeway.
Yeah, that's their trucks because it's
just to let you know, Italian night, Dodger Stadium. September 3rd.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
September 3rd. They don't advertise it. I don't see it advertising, but it's out there. I got tickets myself.
No, I saw the I think it was on the Chamber of Commerce. They had it on there. Elise had it, I think, posted. But that's about it. Nobody else. Or Buscaino had it on his thing, last Friday.
You get a baseball cap.
Yeah,
that's the giveaway. Is a baseball cap.
Yeah, but is it a Dodger cap or an Italian baseball cap?
It's going to be it's going to be Italian baseball.
I wonder how the Italians did in baseball last year.
I don't know, but
the Italian Little League, they just lost.
Yeah.
Cooperstown there. So
they had won all the way through now, but they lost.
I think within yesterday or the day before, they're out.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a good event at Dodger Stadium.
Yeah.
I got a couple of cops here. I'm on the freeway, but it's going to be a good event, and we got over 25 people going in a group. I had to get a group rate to go to the game.
Yeah.
So it's kind of neat. We got 25 people.
Wow.
And then they're going to put our name on the big board because we have such a big group.
No, nice.
Yeah. So I had to make up a name. So I called it Ischia San Pedro.
Ischia San Pedro.
So that's going to, so that's going to come up on the big board.
Nice.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's a fun. And I guess usually just like the 5K they had down here in San Pedro, they had the Italian 5K. People came from all over You know,
that was good.
It should be a good event.
That'll be nice. That'll be good.
Yeah, it should be fine. So, yeah, no, September 3rd, if you guys get a group out there, it'd be fun.
Huh?
September 3rd, if you guys can get a group out there, it'd be fun.
Yeah. Union, also, they got Little Italy coming up in October, 15 and 16, I guess, downtown. Italian festival.
That was good last time. That was really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was down there the last one, and that was really impressive. It was good.
I saw I guess the church did really good. They had, I don't know if it was the Feast of San Gennaro they had, but they had the St. John Joseph's. That's what it was.
At Mary Star, yeah.
Yeah, Mary Star. And they had a good turnout there too. A lot of people.
Yeah, they said that they made money on the rides. All the kids were going on the rides, and that's where they make the bulk of it, even more so than the food.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
but they did good. They did good for not having it, like you said, for 2 years. All these places are trying to get back what they had.
Yeah, and that's just it. Yeah, yeah. My son went to graduation finally. The 2020 was supposed to be their 20-year anniversary graduation, and they did it. They couldn't do it last year, so they did it this year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he graduated.
You can't take a year off your driver's license that way.
Yeah. That's right. You know, what do we do for those that stayed home and didn't have to drive to work? You know, give me another couple of years on that, you know, so that'd be funny. That's a good, yeah. So, well, guys, I guess that's it. We can close this off. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. I'm going to stop the recording.